Just minutes from Disney World stands Florida's largest abandoned mall, a place I grew up visiting. It was more than a shopping center. It was a gateway to childhood memories, buzzing with tourists chasing Disney magic. But today, it's a lifeless shell of what it used to be. And right beside it, I discovered an abandoned Regal Cinema. Frozen in time, empty theaters, crumbling halls, and a haunting glimpse how quickly true American culture fades. Today, we step inside one of the most nostalgic places from our youth, now left to be forgotten. This is the largest abandoned mall in Florida. And it also happens to be my childhood mall. This place is known as Seminole Town Center in Sanford, Florida, and it opened its doors in 1995. And this mall was once a thriving shopping destination boasting 5 major anchor stores and a lively atmosphere. It flourished through the early 2000s, but like many malls across America, it began to decline. The closure of key retailers like Sears and Macy's dealt a major blow, and the COVID-19 pandemic only accelerated its downfall. Financial struggles mounted, storefronts emptied, and at one point, the mall even faced a temporary shutdown due to unpaid bills. By 2024, new owners had taken over with plans for redevelopment, and in January 2025, the mall's interior officially closed for good. While a few anchor stores remain, the site now is being transformed into a mixed-use development, signaling the end of its days as a traditional retail hub. So join me today as I explore and document the remains of Florida's largest abandoned mall. Just a quick reminder, over 65% of you guys who are watching my videos are not even subscribed yet. So please make sure to subscribe and turn on those notification button bells. It only takes 1 second and I put my heart and soul into these videos. So without further ado, let's begin the adventure. Alright guys, so we just made it to the back rooms. Oh man, dude, you still got like the employee lockers here. Oh no, these are Amazon lockers, they're for packages. Still got the keys and everything. Stuff like this, but I just had to come explore. Look at the stores. Looks like a lot of them are kind of locked up, but maybe we can find one that's open. Yeah, everything has been taken out of the stores. There's a caution sign right there, but look at that. We have to be a little bit careful because some of the stores are active, and it looks like the second floor they haven't even blocked off Dillard's, so they can definitely see us from there. Damn, check this out. I just found the map of the store. So the only active stores here are JCPenney, Dillard's, Burlington, and the Family Entertainment Center, and JCPenney. Everything else, the entire mall, is completely closed down and abandoned. But you can see how big this mall was. There's so many stores that were available here. I can recognize almost all of them. So I just found the directory of the Seminole Town Center, and it looks like they only had 2 floors. They had the lower level, which we're on right now, and then the upper level. It doesn't even say the food court. Some of the neon lights turned on here. This looks like it could have been some type of furniture store, or maybe they're just using it for a little bit of a storage room now. We got some like arcades or whatever. We got a palm reader and a love meter. Hey look, we can get some palm readings here. Oh damn, we had like a candy shop and maybe a toy store combined together. The condition of the mall was strange. It felt like it had just recently been abandoned, like people had only stopped coming here a few weeks ago. A few of the anchor stores were still open, and I could actually see shoppers from where I was standing. So I kept it low-key, walking casually, trying to blend in, like I still belonged there.
Oh my god, I see a customer right now. I think I see one of the workers. Nice clothes. Every store has been empty and locked up. All we can do is just walk down the mall.
I kept walking around. I tried to find a store that wasn't gated and fully closed off.
Still a lot of things.
Sadly, almost every store I came across was sealed off or impossible to get into. Still, just being there was an experience on its own. It brought me back so much nostalgia.
Here, I remember when I was a kid, I came here when I was like maybe 10 years old, and this place was bustling. This was like my very first mall when I ever came to Florida for Disney World. I can't believe it's gonna go away. I mean, this was the mall for a lot of people growing up in Florida. It's our childhood mall, guys. So that's where the food court is, guys. I can see the sign right there. Alright guys, this is where I gotta be really careful. Wow, I remember coming here right in the center. I think they had like Santa Claus here. You know, I came here during Christmas as a kid, and I remember they had Santa Claus right here, and like a huge Christmas tree. I love the food court sign. There's like a random bike right there. I wonder if that belongs to like security. Oh wait, no, it looks too small. And you know what? It gives me even the Stranger Things vibe. It's so beautiful. I love the pink neon just wrapping all around here. Speaking of Christmas, look, they still have the Christmas tree here. But I remember it being a lot bigger. This is probably just a tiny one they had somewhere. Wow, they still have like the Christmas decorations on it too.
By now, I was feeling pretty good. No security in sight and everything seemed calm. So we kept moving forward without any worries.
We got the whiny wench, Azumi's. What the hell is this? Versus? I think there's like some kind of like game room with virtual reality. So this was the VR esports arena, and actually, I think I've been here as a kid, but they made it, this used to be an arcade when I first came here like 10 years ago, and they made it into like a VR room. Check out that mural. I love that. Whoever made that is a really amazing artist. I see Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and you know, that's my childhood video game too growing up. And Halo and Mario. Dude, that wall is so sick. And look, we got an ink spot, body piercing, and tattoo. Dude, all the chairs are right there. Looks like they provide feet massages too. I really want to go to a spa after this. I've been exploring nonstop for a month straight, filming almost every day. I'm always carrying a heavy backpack, and I'm packing light today, but my back hurts, my feet hurts, my legs. I'm definitely going to a spa after this explore. This must have been like a play area. But check out the neon lights. Ever back to the 80s and the 90s. How come we don't have neon lights anymore? This looks like it could have been a little bar. There's security monitors right there. This was meant for the shop. And look at that. We have a beautiful mural of Seminole County. I guess it kind of shows what Seminole is like. The historic Longwood, Florida. Now there is a cinema here, and I believe it must be right over there. It kind of looks like a cinema to me. I like these escalators. It's cool how they have like a mirror. Just getting the shot. I believe that used to be the Macy's. But it's still active. They just closed it off.
So this is where things started to go wrong. Normally, I never explore an abandoned place unless I know for sure it's safe and accessible. This mall, while clearly abandoned, had rumors floating around about security still patrolling it. That's why you can see us kind of whispering and being very ninja-like. Everything seemed fine at first until I realized I was right about that bike. So here we are right next to the escalator trying to find the cinema. Now I didn't catch this on camera, but as Josh and I were heading upstairs from the escalator, we saw a kid riding a bike straight towards us. It was the same bike I had seen earlier. Now the kid looked around 16 and didn't say anything. He just turned around and rode off. So we figured he didn't care about us, or maybe he didn't even notice. So we kept going, hoping to find the cinema, and made our way to the back, thinking it might lead us there.
So we're literally in the back rooms right now. I don't know what just happened. We saw security. I'm not sure if I recorded it, but he just didn't care. He didn't care one bit. He saw you, right? He saw me. He saw me and just let me go. Maybe they just saw we're taking photos and then they saw the cameras. I think so. We're doing no harm here. But anyway, it looks like we're just on the back rooms right now. They lead to other stores. One being a Radio Shack. Rest in peace, Radio Shack. I totally forgot about that store. I'm pretty sure it's like gone now. I'm pretty sure they went bankrupt or something. Haven't seen them in ages. Me too.
And that's when we heard a loud door slam right behind us. So I turned around and there was this really angry guy standing there. He didn't seem to speak English, but he motioned for us to follow him. We stayed calm, stayed respectful, but he was still really upset. And as we were being led back down the escalator, 3 police officers suddenly appeared. This was the moment I knew we had to stay cool. Luckily, one of the officers was actually really chill. Honestly, I think he might have even recognized us. Could have been a fan. Shout out if you're watching. So after we explained that we were just filming and documenting the place, they simply escorted us out. We showed them how we got in through a wide open door and told them we thought the mall was fully abandoned and apologized. The cop just told us not to come back and Josh and I went on our way. Unfortunately, the cinema we were searching for never even existed in the first place after I told some of my friends about what happened. And we never got to see the second floor or explore the food court, but thankfully a couple of my exploring friends did get footage from those areas. So big shout out to Uninhabited Explorations and Blood Recrutioner.
There's people in there. They saw us. Cooked. Oh shit. It scared me. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab some food.
Check out their links, it'll be down below in the description. So I was a little disappointed about the mall, but thankfully I think this video got saved because of my 2 friends that helped me out with their footage. But I also really wanted to explore a cinema and I thought this mall had one. I love abandoned malls when there's an abandoned cinema, but luckily there was an abandoned cinema that I explored right after this in Florida and I got to film it. So let me take you there right now. We are now walking towards the abandoned theater. We're right behind a Publix right now, and it's pretty easy to get in. And all we're doing is just cutting through the woods, literally, right behind Publix. How did he park here?
I had no idea that it went out like that. There's Chris.
Yeah. It's that easy.
I didn't know it was.
So here's the parking lot right there. There's graffiti, which is a very good sign that this place is really abandoned. Once a staple of American entertainment, Regal Cinemas became one of the largest movie theater chains in the country. At its peak, Regal operated hundreds of locations across the United States, offering everything from the blockbuster premieres to midnight showings. These theaters weren't just places to watch movies, they were local landmarks woven into the fabric of daily life. Now this is one of the many Regal Cinemas left abandoned. It was built during the cinema boom of the late 90s and early 2000s. It served as a cultural hub for over a decade, but in 2020 everything changed when the COVID-19 pandemic swept across the globe. Regal, like many theater chains, was forced to close its doors indefinitely. Today it stands as a different era, a time when going to the movies meant more than just watching a film. It meant escape, connection, and a shared experience. And now, like so many other places, it's become part of America's growing archive of forgotten spaces. Tell you what, it smells like piss, so there's definitely a squatter here, or has been here pretty recent. Here's another tent. All right, there's Chris. Yo, Chris, is this your crib, bro? Chris, is this your crib?
Yeah, Chris, you live here too?
Oh man.
Oh, this ain't bad.
It's
Okay. Tight squeeze, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, what are you talking about?
Enormous.
Are you calling Josh massively obese?
Sumo wrestlers. We can all hang together.
Yeah,
dude.
Come on, Chris.
We're not on our diet, man.
Chris
We made that
said
clear.
that it would be a tight squeeze for us. This is no tight squeeze, Chris. I'm not that fat, okay? Kind of scared. Power's still on. No wonder why squatters live here.
One thing that sketched me out was last time I was here, Trevor, was the alarm on when you went by here? Never been.
It's probably the fire thing.
Yeah.
That's okay.
This is creepy, guys. We're literally in like the back rooms right now. I hope the squatters are friendly. Hey, I feel like I hear them.
All right, what movie are we seeing, guys?
Backrooms edition.
Backrooms 2025. Oh, this is nice.
It's pretty sick. Where do we even start?
12 on the last thing?
Oh, this one still has seats on it.
Oh. Oh shit, there's still seats in this room right here. Oh man.
Damn, I'm glad that the seats are here and the projector screen.
What's the thing called in Stranger Things? The
Upside down.
Upside down.
We're in the
right
upside down at the moment.
I feel like there is a homeless person living on the side of here.
Definitely.
Because they makeshifted a tent inside where the dumpster is.
Yeah, we saw that tent.
There's a ton of people here that are just living on the outside, definitely.
So, you think none of them are just coming in here?
Probably not.
That's
Not
weird.
at the moment.
But there's nothing really stopping them
Yeah.
from doing it.
I mean, if I was
I
homeless,
guess they wouldn't stay in here because of the black mold.
Probably.
yeah, I was about to say, if I was homeless, I would not stay in that place like this. I'd be enjoying myself outside unless it rains.
Ew, there's like this white residue on the floor. What's in that room? There's like, oh, I think this is like the janitor's room.
It's just like just a lot of cleaning equipment here. Let's check the other side. This one's really empty. There's a storage room. So it looks like Chris found a date somewhere.
Yep, 2019. Apparently, I don't know if they still service these places once they close, but I can imagine they don't. Honestly, that just kind of seems.
Sorry about the annoying beeping, guys. I guess it's coming from the security system. I think it just means it's broken.
Yeah, or low on battery.
Yeah, or low on battery. Well, there's a lot of graffiti in here, so, you know, means like a good amount of people probably know about this place already. Well, this room must be different from the others because it's a lot bigger. That feels scary walking down there. It is really dead silent. Wow. Yeah, this must have been some sort of like premium room. Maybe an IMAX 3D or 4D. You think COVID would shut this place down?
Yeah, because there's a bunch of mandates there for like the employees to sign, verifying that their temperature wasn't over 100.
Okay.
And plus, there's a lot of like hand sanitizer. So
Makes sense. A lot of the rooms have so much mold in them, it's crazy. I guess Florida weather will do that to you. It's always humid here. Well, now I'm making my way towards the front. The lights seem to be on over here. Wow. Bathroom lights are on. Ooh, smells so freaking bad in here. Damn, the popcorn stand. I like how it looks. Has like that old retro vibe. I can literally still smell the popcorn here. What the heck? Who wrote that? It says I love MILFs up there. What is even up there? Looks like someone's scrapping some of the equipment here. Oh, these were some of the projector machines. At least part of it. Vending machines is still on. Let's see if we can go behind the counter right now. Here's like one of the menus, I think. Jeez. This is kind of creepy. Oh my god. The soda machine. Is anything coming out from it? Nothing. Oh, look at that, the slush machine. Guess it's all out. Take a look at this. Take a look at this, guys. I think this is a movie ticket. Admit one. Good for date and showtime listed only. Just all right here. It's probably like 20 tickets. Too bad you can't even use it no more. And this is where all the arcades would be, right here in the corner. Oh, we found this room with so many 3D glasses. Look at this, they're all in this box right here. I'm actually wearing one right now. There's only a few more rooms I want to check, and then I'll probably start hanging out of here. This is where security would stay, I think. This is the party room. I watch you sleep. Maybe this is some sort of daycare? Or no, this is where they had like birthday parties for kids. Alright, this will probably lead up to the projectors. This is where all the projectors would stay, and they were connected to each theater room. Oh wow, they scrapped this room out. This one still has all the chairs in it. So the stuff, the equipment that we saw earlier downstairs came from these boxes over here.
Upside down, brother.
For real. Who keeps writing these weird, like, graffiti on the walls though? Really dark messages. There's been really dark messages. Purge me of me. So it looks like the first two are the biggest rooms, and then the rest are like small size, like this one. Look at this. Someone made a makeshift home right here, which I think used to be where the dumpster was.
Really too bad. I hope I could get some help.
Yeah, there's a tent, there's a mattress.
Nobody should be living like this. It's too bad.
It's really sad. I think that's one thing I hate the most in life, is just the fact that there's homeless people around. No one should be living life on the streets, barely anything, and hardly surviving. I can just imagine how tough of a life that is. Always having to really find food and be in unsanitary conditions and being just unhealthy in general. It's quite sad, and it looks like this abandoned cinema is starting to bring in a lot of squatters, and I bet over time it's gonna build up into like this little community over here where the same thing has been going on in other cities.
Alright guys, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button bell. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about the place. I really did enjoy exploring these two places, and I just can't believe that these two places will be gone. Seminole Mall was a big childhood mall of mine whenever I would go visit Disney World. So yeah, I'm quite sad about it. And Regal Cinema too. Two of the most nostalgic places that might be gone forever in the next 5 years. Things are changing the world, but yeah. Yet again, thank you so much for the support, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you all on the next adventure. Peace and thanks for watching.